Hello and welcome again, my friends. 5 minutes with Sean, maybe 10. Always happy to have you start your week with us. We're gonna have ourselves August. What to think about here is gonna be all about Mental Health Mondays. All right, so that's today's discussion because, well, speaking of the word discussion, I want to talk about having those difficult discussions, whether it be with yourself, with a spouse, with an employee, with a contractor, with a service. If I don't really care. The point is when you're having difficult discussions, it takes a certain level of thought process to get through them, both for you, if you're being the one having the difficult discussion with, or you're the one having the difficult discussion. Either way, recently in my life, within my house, we have gone through a little bit of a health crisis, if you will, and it has brought us to have some very deep, dark, supremely uncomfortable discussions about mortality, life without one another. Just the craziest shit you can think of has gone on in my house in the last 35, 40 days. And it is uncomfortable, to say the least. As a matter of fact, when the conversations first started, I had said, stop. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to have these discussions. But that is not who my wife is. My wife is a preparer and is ready to rock and roll regardless of what may be ahead of us. So we had those extremely difficult discussions. And as much as they sucked, and as much as I didn't want to do it, she was prepared to have them. Therefore, her ease made me at ease and ready to have them. And it comes with a level of confidence and empathy that I don't think a lot of people recognize as being the most crucial aspects of having difficult discussions, right? So I have those difficult discussions with her, which leads to difficult discussions within myself about all of these same topics, but from my point of view and what I was thinking and going through. And so that is a whole nother layer of the difficult discussion. So as hard as it was, on the other side of it, it was extremely worth it. Now, let's switch gears a little bit. This is ultimately, right, a show about the car business, about business. And I will say, though, last part on this real personal side, is anyone delivering bad news or perceived bad news from a medical position, can you act like you've done it before, please? Can you get rid of the stammering? Can you get rid of the worry in your voice? Because that doesn't do anything to put people at ease. So if you could just, and I'm not saying be cold, maybe I am, but just think about that you've done it before and the people sitting on the other side of the chair maybe have not. All right, so into the business part of difficult discussions. Look, if you've been a leader before, you probably had a difficult discussion with someone. You probably had to let someone go. Never fun, always difficult. You may have to tell someone they didn't get a promotion, etc. But what happens when you have to have a difficult discussion with a customer? And how does the responsibility get shifted along the way during such difficult discussions? So for those of you who may or may not know, I have my prize 2007 Subaru Forester that I love to death. Got it with 7 miles. It's got 175,000 on it. It is, for all intents and purposes, my second child next to this logo and my company. So I take it in for an oil change some week ago now at the point of recording this particular show. And about, I don't know, 2 hours later, maybe, in that neighborhood, I see the dealership calling on my phone. So I figure they're calling to tell me that my car is ready or, they found something. I don't know. So I pick the phone up and this is Sean. Yeah, hi, Sean. This is so-and-so at the dealership. I say, yeah, man, how you doing? I've had better calls. Keep in mind, this gentleman is probably 6'3", 275, okay? And he sounds like a sniveling child on the other side of this phone. Can barely keep his composure. So I figure something is majorly wrong with my car. No check engine light, but I figured, damn, they must have found something. This dude's going to break my heart. Instead, he tells me that they have damaged my vehicle. This car has never been in an accident and it's 175,000 miles. I try to keep them clean, folks. That's how you keep them that long, all right? Never one problem on the body of this vehicle outside of your shopping cart dent of America, all right? And now, the rear bumper is fucking smashed. And he has no plan. No plan. So let's rewind, right? First of all, why would a service advisor, for all my service folks out there, why would a service advisor be calling me about this? That's step one of where they completely fucked this whole thing up, okay? Step two where they fucked it up is they call with no plan and they're just, yeah, we don't know how it happened, but your car is damaged and we're gonna need to send it to the body shop. What the fuck you mean my car is damaged? And what the fuck do you mean you don't have a plan to fix it? What is this? How long is it going to take? I don't know. Then fucking no. What are you people doing? Why are you wasting my time putting me in a position to get as pissed off as I am now? Okay? Think about this level of pissed off the moment it happened. Okay? That's where I was at in the moment. And I was only there because I was getting this stammering bullshit followed by zero plan, and I had a run-of-the-mill employee call me, not a manager, okay? So then I said, have your fucking manager call me right away and don't do anything to my car except fix what you've already damaged. Don't touch the oil change. I don't trust you to do shit. Don't do it. So this was on a Thursday or a Friday. Nobody calls me until Tuesday of the next week. Tuesday, people. Then a manager calls me. Oh man, I really want to apologize. Calm, collect, blah, blah. All the things that should have happened 3 or 4 days earlier. But there was no plan. We were so worried about calling me, peeling me off the ceiling because you damaged my car, but with zero plan. Had you called me with the conversation that had happened Tuesday from a manager with a plan, his expectations of cleaning it, him telling me, don't worry, I'm going to pick up the bill for the diagnostic, for the oil change, for the detail you order. I'm probably going to cover your next service. I want to make sure you don't have a brake caliper issue that I think, you thought you brought it in for. I'll take care of that too. I mean, the dude did what you would have hoped someone would have done 3 days earlier. Now, he made it better in the moment, right? This was like Tuesday of this week. Here I am Friday. Every day this week I've been told tomorrow. And then they give me a story about how, we got it back from the body shop, but it wasn't just exactly the way we expected, so we sent it back. Like I believe you. Now. Your trust with me is gone, okay? So do the work that has to be done, and if you offer me a future service for free, you may see me again. If you don't, peace. And the flip side of that story is be careful what you wish for. Because when I left my last Subaru dealership over a dispute on a $5,000 service of me splitting hairs, but still I thought, fuck it, I've got other options. This was the other option. So as much as I may have split hairs over the last spot, guess what they didn't do? Damage my car. Call me like they had never had a negative call with a customer before in their lives. So people, when it's time to have difficult discussions, deliver less than ideal news. First of all, have some confidence, have some empathy, and have a fucking plan. Okay? It is not that hard. Think it through. As a matter of fact, what would I have known if he would have taken 2 hours to formulate a plan, come up with exactly what happened, and then call me with all the details, lay it out, and then go through how it's going to get fixed, how you're going to take care of my service, what we're going to do. Because what happens after I find out this news, then the service advisor starts texting me. Well, if we're going to text, then I'm just going to have it out. So I start dropping some F-bombs, some bullshit bombs, and we start going back and forth. Then he has to tell me to be civil. Which, by the way, I was more than civil. You have not seen uncivil for what you've done to my car. And I know it happens. Shit, I've done it myself. My first day in the car business. I know it happens. Doesn't matter about it happening. Matters about me having a plan to execute on fixing it. That's the difference. That's how we look at it. So, my friends, I'm going to leave you with all of this, and I want you to think about next time you have to have a difficult discussion, or you yourself has one, please consider exactly how you're delivering it, why you're delivering it, and when you're delivering it. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Go out, enjoy your week, and I hope to see you again next week.